you can see the talent we've got in the group now, and if we can all just do our jobs in the best way possible, there's no limits to where we can go. Everyone's excited for the new season. We're just gassed and we can't wait to just get started.
How did Mikel Arteta convince you that your future was with Arsenal? Did you need much convincing?
Yeah, because I feel like I'm at a stage now of my career where football is important to me. Of course, although Arsenal is the team I love and the team I've been at since I was like 8 years old, there comes a time where you think about also playing football as well. And yeah, I spoke with Mikel quite a lot of times, and he kind of just explained the route that he sees me and the transition where he's seen from previous years to now. And we had a good conversation, and that changed my mind, and yeah, I signed.
As an individual, how much progress do you think you made last season in particular?
Quite a lot. I feel like I've took my chances when my chances were there, you know, and I feel like as a player, sometimes you're just constantly just waiting, and then when you get your chance, you might not be ready for your chance, you know, but I thought I was working in the back with a lot of the guys, you know, a lot of the guys were training quite hard with me as well. And I think when I got opportunities to play, I think I kind of showed what I can do in the minutes that I got.
Would you say you've learned under Mikel Arteta? How has your understanding of the game improved?
Yeah, this guy is like a genius, bro.
Everybody has said that today.
I don't know, I'm just going to be like another guy saying it, but he's actually understanding of the game. It's just scary to how he sees things, you know. I've played under a lot of different managers, and for me, he's probably up there the best because he sees every single picture and every situation different, you know. You might think it's just a simple pass to your fullback, but he makes sure like the detail is like, make sure you're playing it in that zone to his left foot so he can do this, and then from there you can come out and play to the right centre midfielder, you know. So he's just incredible.
How does he break it down?
We have a lot of team meetings where he goes into more detail with what you have to do as a team, as a collective, but also we also do unit meetings, so like the left side do things together, the right side, the attackers, the defenders, and I feel like it helps us, you know, because it gives us more chemistry on the pitch and allows us to perform at that high level.
Was there one game where he did something that opened up the game for you?
Yeah, funny enough, I think it was maybe, it was that Bournemouth game, you know. I'm not just saying it, but...
No, you can say it.
I'm not just saying it, but yeah. I felt like in that moment he kind of saw like the left-hand side was open for me to use my attributes, you know, and he kind of just told me, go in there. I want you to just, every time you get the ball, get out your man. I don't care if you lose it, just keep losing the ball, you know. And some managers say, oh, play safe and stuff like that, but he wants you to take the risk. We talk about risk reward, you know, and I felt like a lot of the time for him, it's like, if the reward's high, you go for it, you know, and I think at that time we was losing, so it benefited for us.
Ooh, did your thing. You trying to hold back the smile.
Yeah, right, I'm smiling, I'm gassed, I'm
gassed. How did you recover from last season's disappointment? How have you used that to drive you forwards? How will you use that to like motivate you?
In terms of the title?
Yeah.
I feel like for us, we never looked, last season at the start of the season, we never looked to win the title, you know. We just looked to keep progressing in our play, keep getting better, keep understanding what Mikel wants from us, and like I said, he's a genius, you know, so what he kind of says kind of happens in the game, so we carried on doing that, and yeah, we got to a great position in the league. Of course, we were disappointed, but then again, like, we are such a young team, so much experience we learned from that to bring into the new season.
How did you reflect on last season during your summer break, and like, how would you summarise, so what did you say to yourself, like?
Just privileged, man, privileged to be at a team like Arsenal, you know. I'm 23, like, we're getting so many good young players, and I feel like the culture from the academy players like Bukayo Saka, Eddie, myself, Emil, like it's just a core group of young players. I've been at the club for so long, so just grateful, you know, and just like knowing that levels that we can reach.
And how nice was it to return to the club and be greeted by the new dog, Win?
Oh, Win, what a dog, what a dog. It's cool, man, it's nice, you know, it's different. When I first saw the dog, I was thinking, what's this stray dog doing in this change room and that, but no, it's nice to have a different feeling, you know, around a dog. Dog makes you feel like a certain type of way. I'm a dog lover myself, so it's nice to have a dog in the change room and stuff like that. Some of the other players are not really for it, but
you're scared. Is anyone scared of the
dog? Yeah, you know, just the newer man them like Thomas and some other guys don't really they like the dog, but they wouldn't take it for a walk and that and take it home. I think they're trying to make us take it home for this season, you know. But
who spends the most time
with the dog?
Yeah.
Who spends the most time with the dog? To be fair, maybe someone like Rob Holding. I feel like Rob Holding is always, if I see him, he's always with the dog, you know, just like stroking him, making him do tricks and stuff like that. So yeah, probably Rob Holding.
Right, now this one, the serious one.
Serious things, cool.
How many times have you, be honest, how many times have you watched that Bournemouth goal?
Do you know
greatest moment of your life? Or your career?
No, I wouldn't, do you know, I would say at this moment in time, yeah, it's probably the best feeling I've had on a football pitch, you know. Incredible, like when it did hit the net, I was just thinking like, what the hell just happened, you know, everything just kind of just freezes, like. Well, no, I don't know, I've never seen a banger like that in front of that many people. But for me, like everything was just like, was in slow motion. I could just see like so many different reactions, you know. You can see from my celebration, I was going this way, everyone's trying to run that way, I was going that way, and I was just mad gassed in it and excited, but
So for the next one, so what are we saying? You need to come up with a proper celebration. Like.
No, I think that's. I think I give them the calmer thing, bro. I give them a little bit like calm. But
yeah, you decided that towards the end, like give them the calmer.
Yeah, and like I said, like if you were just take a snapshot of the moment of the celebrations, you will see 101 different celebrations. Like Saliba's on the floor in the corner flag doing this. Like I think someone else runs into the crowd. I think the boss is on his knees. Like it's just the moment. Like. It's incredible, isn't it? And like, hopefully I can make more memories like that.
Obviously, Arsenal, you guys have abundance of talent in wide areas. Was that part of a reason for staying? Because obviously I think it could help you improve your game in terms of competition for places, playing with great players, pushing yourself in training, in games. Was that also part of a reason for staying?
Yeah, for me, man, I feel like it's always good having competition, you know. Especially in the wide areas, like we got Martinelli on the left, me on the left, Saka on the right. I can play on the right as well, you know. And I think it's just good natural things that I feel like for a top team, you need to have different players in different positions that can kind of provide the same level of attention to the game. So I think it's good.
And how do you feel right now? Are you prepared for the season? Like, are you ready to go? Are you itching to go?
Yeah, no, 100%. Like. Of course, when you're on holiday and stuff, you're like, oh, sometimes you don't want it to share, it goes too quick and stuff. But as soon as you get into the training room and you see all the boys and you actually start playing football again, you're like, oh, I've missed it so much, you know. So it's like one of the ones where everyone's excited for the new season. We're just gassed and we can't wait to just get started.
What are your personal targets for this season, and how do you go about deciding them? Is that something you do with the club as well as yourself? How does that all work?
No, for me, that was one of my main reasons as well. I spoke with the boss about it. I said, look, like for me, this season I want to kind of set in stone some things that I need to hit. We spoke about that. He said, this is what I think you need to work on. I said, I feel like I need to work on this. Come to a conclusion, and we sit down and we kind of go through the things that I need to work on and hit targets, you know. But for me, it's just about being available. Like I said, injuries is one of the ones where I missed 17 games last season. So it's not one of the ones where I want to be missing any games for any niggles and stuff like that. I want to be available and help the team.
Can you describe the impact Mikel has had on you as an individual and as on a club? Because obviously, like you said, you've been there since you were 8 years old. You would have seen absolutely everything. No,
100%. As an individual, I feel like it's just the maturity levels that he brings and kind of just impulses on each individual in the club. I think especially for me, you know, just little things like he just makes you understand every situation, you know. And if something did happen, he would ask you the reason why. And I feel like that's good. Some managers don't really ask so much about personal life and stuff like that. And I think Mikel does that really good. He actually wants to understand you as a human first and then as a footballer. I feel like sometimes it's the opposite way around, you know. And as a club, you can kind of see what he's done for the club in itself. Fighting for a title, back in the Champions League. Great depth in the team now. And yeah, just like happy days to be an Arsenal fan.
So what do you think the team can achieve this season? Like you said, depth, going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Feel good, energy around the club.
Like there's no limits, if I'm honest, bro. There's no limits to what we can achieve because, like I said, coming back off last season, we didn't aim to win the Premier League. That wasn't one of our aims. Our aims were only to focus on ourselves as individuals and then as a collective group, and then everyone just being the best version of themselves. And I feel like you can see the talent we've got in the group now, and if we can all just do our jobs in the best way possible, there's no limits to where we can go.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.